You know the experiences when we get lost, Rob, like where we're talking and then we lose our thought. But I
Yes.
want to point something out about that. When we talk about that, you know what happens is it's not like we just lose our thought like we normally do. I don't know about you, but for me, like I get lost. Like I like all of a sudden went zit, and I like glitched out. I forgot everything, and it's like everything went
Like you
black.
freeze.
Yeah, yeah. And if you were to really pay attention to our eyes, right, it's like we're not very present,
Mm-hmm.
right? We zapped out
Oh,
for, and I
yeah.
watched that happen to him, and it broke my heart. Yeah, and he goes, "I'm sorry, I got lost," and I
Gosh.
said, "Hey, man, nothing but grace and compassion here for you," you know.
Yeah.
So I do this drive. I fly home the next day. It was a long flight. It was a long day. I get home. I'm totally, we. I think you've seen my video on the brain battery, right? And so I was so depleted.
Yep.
I'm not functioning. And I come home. My dad's watching my dog for me, which I'm so grateful for. And he's got Caitlin Clark's playing in her first basketball game. So he wants to watch it, but I don't really watch many sports. I keep my home very calm, you know, for brain injury reasons.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting here, we're talking, my emotions came up about that member. I started crying. I don't hold. I release. I let my emotions flow through me because otherwise they stay inside of me and I am already having a hard enough time regulating.
Yeah.
Those emotions is the pressure, right? And so how do we
Uh-huh.
do that? How do we stop the bottle from exploding? We twist the cap. We vent it out,
Right.
right? We have to release medicinal marijuana that I would have gone to bed that way, I would have woken up that way, and I wouldn't have been able to come back yet. And
Yeah. You'd
you
still be
know,
coming back.
right,
Yeah.
right. Not to mention when we rage like that, right? Um, the stress that it puts through our brain,
Mm-hmm.
and that it actually is making us worse.
Right. And then you feel bad after the fact. And now you are battling guilt and shame. You've
Uh-huh.
got a whole new battle going.
100%, which makes you feel unworthy and a burden and all the trauma spiral that we go into, right?
One on one, you would not even know I had an injury.
Right.
But you put a bunch of people in a room with me, and I'm like a blabbering idiot. We went to a concert last weekend. Um, I believe it was last weekend, TBI.
Yep.
But um,
What
I
day
met
was
an
that? I don't
artist.
know.
A lot of my stuff happened yesterday. My wife says, "No, that happened last month." I said, "Okay,
It's so true, man.
it happened. Okay, let's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
agree that it happened." But I said that to say this: I met an artist that I really admire, and I could not even work the camera on my phone. He was gracious enough to take my phone and take my picture, and I was stuttering. He probably thought I was the biggest idiot in the world, but he showed me so much grace and kindness. I couldn't get over it.
Yeah.